I think I got a fever, guys. I've got transport fever. My, that was a cheesy intro. Anyway, welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Transport Fever. In a previous video, we did we played a tutorial, very basic tutorial with the basic controls and whatnot. In today's video, we're gonna take a look at the other two tutorials that I've popped up following the completion of the first one. So if we're gonna go right into it, as soon as I click tutorial though, the guy's gonna speak. So I'm gonna stop, click tutorial, let the guy speak, and then I'll get back to you.
The city needs you. You've got passengers. The inhabitants of the cities want to go shopping and to work. Well, they might not necessarily want to go to work, but they certainly need someone to get them there. Ensure happy commuters on local and long-distance transport. In this tutorial, you will be transporting your first passengers by bus and train.
Okay, so there you go. As the gentleman said, we're going to transport some customers via bus and train. So we're going to get straight into the tutorial. My objective today is to do the passenger transport and the transporting goods tutorial. And then in the next video, which will be the third video, we'll start a campaign just to get to grips with Transport Fever. Because like I said, I'm new to this game. I played Train Fever very, very little, maybe 2 or 3 hours. I didn't really get into the game, but Transport Fever is on a different level and we really want to get into this game. So enough talking and let's get straight into the tutorial. Although we're going to have to talk here because it's going to load, the game's going to load, so we got some time to talk. Did I click on start? I think it's taking its time. There we go. Transport Fever just a couple of hours ago released an update. So this is one of the things that they fixed, that the gentleman doesn't speak, doesn't talk in the loading screen like he did in the first video. Let's see, this is the first time I'm running it, so hopefully everything's okay. I should have tested it, but there you go.
Prove that you know a thing or two about transportation and take your passengers home, to work, or shopping.
Okay, so let's move this out of the way. So what we got to do is prove that you know a thing or two about transportation, take your passengers home, to work, or shopping, like the guy said. And basically, let's just move over here, but let's get straight into the tutorial. We're going to Schaffhausen.
A bus service is all fine and dandy, but before the bus sets off, it'll need to know where it's going. Bus lines are often used for passenger transport within a city. A few steps are necessary to set up such a line.
Okay, so what we're gonna have to do is build bus stops between the red area and the green area, sorry, and the red area. So let's get straight into it and add a bus stop like so. I'm gonna add this around. I think this is a good spot here, just right here. I've noticed that they've updated some of the graphics as well. So you've got PNK, BlackRock, so they have included that into the latest updates. I've just realized that now. And they've put these little benches. I'm not sure these little benches were in the game, the first video I did. We're gonna have to check that actually. And we're gonna put a bus stop on the red area. Yeah, these tables definitely weren't there, that's for sure.
The first step has been completed. Now we need to make sure that something actually stops at the bus stop. To do this, connect the two stops with a line. Click on the line manager in the menu below and then select New Line. The two stops can now be assigned to the line by clicking on the bus stop icons.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's add the line like the gentleman says. So click on New Line. We're going to add the station. So I think we have to click on the station first, which is a bit tricky to... Oh, there we go. And then we have to add the other one, like so.
Next, build a depot. Depots are needed to purchase vehicles. Select the road vehicle depot from the construction menu and build it in the area highlighted in yellow.
Okay, so just want to go back really quickly to what I just did there. So basically what I did was I set up a line between the two bus stops that we did. So basically the bus will know the route to take to get to these two bus stops. As we go adding more bus stops around the town, we can include them in those lines as well. So depending on how many bus stops you have, depending on how many stops, and depending how many lines you want, how many stations you want included in that particular line. As you can see, these are like labeled line 1 here, around here. I'm really, really picky about these things. I could say that I'm a perfectionist, and once we get into the real game, into the free play mode, and to maybe the campaign mode as well. I would label these lines like for example, routes, bus route 1, bus route 2, so that we know what's going on. And then we've got all different bus routes depending on what they actually do. So maybe bus route number 1 will take people around town. Bus route number 2 would take people from town to the train station or the harbour or to the airport. So we got different routes and different bus stops depending on what route we're gonna add. So enough talking, and let's let's add a bus depot. I think the guy said. So next, yeah, we're building a depot now. So let's choose this nice little building here. This is a road depot actually. Tram, road, yeah, road. We need a road depot. So just move it with N and M we can rotate the building. So we'll just place it around. Is this not totally straight, is it though? This is like off to slight angles. Anyway, we can. Yeah, I don't know if that's a bug though. I would like this to be straight. You see, that's how a perfectionist I am. So, and look at the costs though, from 12 to 13, just because we moved it slightly. So let's go with 12, just because I don't know. Let's just go like that.
Almost there. Now you need to purchase a suitable vehicle. Click on the depot, select Buy Road Vehicle, and buy a bus.
Okay, so let's purchase ourselves a bus, buy a road vehicle. So we've got passenger and freight buses. Obviously there's none to select or to buy, so we're gonna go with a passenger, which is what we really need. So we've got 3 types here. Because we're in the year 1950, we've got the build dates are around those, so from 1939 to 1988, 1922 to 1972, and 1905 to 1956. So I know for a fact that if we start in the 1800s, it will be horse and carriage. So let's choose this one just because we can. It's costing us 131,000, but we're not using real money in the game. So let's purchase this one.
The bus driver is just raring to get started, so assign the bus to the line. Click on the line icon in the window that has just appeared and select the line you have just created.
Okay, so there we go. So we need to set a line. So you see here, imagine if you have like loads of lines, like line 1, 2, 3 different colored lines. It's going to be like a nightmare to figure out which one was line 1, which was line 2. So labeling them or naming them with a proper description would help you in the future, especially when you have like loads of lines.
Very good. The bus is en route to the first stop, and the first residents have already heard about the new service.
There you go. Look at that. Check out those alloys, boys. Check out those alloys. Sorry. The gentleman was talking. There you go. Let's just wait to see. I know they were having issues where there wasn't any passengers. Can we? I think we could jump into the... I can't remember how it was though. I think it was with C maybe? No. There was a way to jump into the vehicle, but I'm not entirely sure which button that was, or the hotkey. Okay. So this is gonna go to the first. I imagine it would go to the first one, which would be down where we placed the. Where did we place that one? Where did we place the first one? I forgot already. No, it must have been down here, wasn't it? Here it is. Okay, so we click on this. We got nothing waiting, or no one. Nothing. That's a bit in. They should have changed that to no one waiting, or not nothing. Okay, so no one waiting, and there's no one waiting on the other side either. I'm not sure they fixed this bug. What I'm going to do is I'm going to skip it just because it might take a long time for people to actually go to the bus stops. I actually want to go on a bus because maybe they just prefer to walk or they got their own vehicle. But we'll skip it and let's see what we got in the next part of the tutorial.
Local transport is running splendidly, so let's turn our hand to commuter transport. For this purpose, construct a railroad line between the cities. Start by building train stations. Select the passenger station from the construction menu and place one in each of the colored areas.
Okay, so I'm going to read this really quickly, these information points here, just so that we get an idea of what we're actually doing. So the railway sidings should be pointing in the direction of the other city. This makes it easier to connect the stations with the tracks in the next step. Okay, the stations need to be connected to the city's road network so that passengers can reach it too. You can do this during the construction or afterwards. Train stations of various sizes and lengths are available. A station 160 meters long with one platform is enough for this task. The station can be rotated with an N and M. Okay, so we're going to add a station here, like so. And we're going to add a station on the other side. What I am going to say is that once we do that, we're going to have to add like a bus stop around this area here, because we need to transport people from the center of the town, where you see the most populated areas are, because you can actually see the people, and we're gonna have to put a bus stop and add it to the line, or create a new line for this particular train station. As you can see, there's not many people around this area, so they're gonna have to make their own way there by walking, by car. So that'll be interesting. Let's see. So let's add this one here, just literally simple as. We can put it in the future, we can put it like this, maybe not like that actually, maybe to the side like so that we can actually offset it from this main road that's coming here, because as you can see they're developing stuff around here, but for the sake of this tutorial we're going to put it down here like so. So that's the first one. We'll set up the second one, and basically goes the same with this. I don't just want to plonk it here, I would like to offset it like this maybe, or like this, so that we can carry on this main road down, maybe connecting this as well to this main road, so they don't have to go all the way around to get to the station. But for the sake of this tutorial, we're just going to put it literally like so. Can I get it straight again? No. Okay, so there we go.
Now that the local transit is working well, it's time to turn our attention to commuter travel to the next city. Let's lay some tracks. Select the track from the construction menu and connect the two train stations.
Okay, so this is a pretty simple one. We just have to get the track down here and from the track bar. Just gonna do a standard track, but we got two tracks. We can use a high-speed track and a standard track. I think between interconnecting towns like this, we can use a standard tracks. But if we're gonna have multiple towns and maybe have one like high-speed track on the outer edges of the town, or for high-speed travel around different towns, or depending the population of the towns as well. So we just need to click here and then drag all the way to this one like so. Connect it.
Let's set up a line whose very name will bring tears to the eyes of commuters. Tears of joy on Friday evenings and tears of sorrow on Monday mornings. Setting up a train line works exactly the same as setting up a bus line. Create a line and add the passenger train stations.
I like Monday mornings. What are you on about, man? I like Monday mornings. Okay, so again, we're gonna have to set a line. As you can see, we've got line 1, which is, it's really important. Again, I can't stress it enough that you use descriptive text for the lines. So we're gonna create a new line. So for example, this one here, we'll call it I don't know, let's just call it, what's the name of this little town? I can't see them, can I now? Okay, so for argument's sake, we put routes 1, and then we can say or train routes 1, and then for example name of the town to town basically, and then we can go adding towns. Oh, so maybe not because it's too long, so we put T and T, maybe the first initials or the first 2 letters, so we know what town is connected by this route. So we're gonna add the station, so we just basically click on here and then click on the station. So that's one of them, and that's the other one. So there we go.
A train to deploy on the line. Just like road vehicles, trains are purchased at a depot. However, a depot with a rail connection is required. Select the train depot from the construction menu and build it in the area highlighted in yellow.
Okay, so let's just rotate this really quickly like so, like this. And we need to put a train depot just in the middle there. somehow. There we go. So we get this train. No, this is not a train. This is a train station. Train depot. Place it here.
Time to purchase a train to swallow up all those commuters. Click on the depot and select Buy Train and buy a locomotive with at least one passenger coach.
Okay, so I think he's just going to step further than us. Before we do that, before we actually purchase a train, you can purchase a train, it's absolutely fine. But we need to connect this track with the actual train depot. So what we're going to do is select our standard track and basically take it and connect it like so. And what we can do for the other side as well is the same, but like this. Ideally you shouldn't, well, not shouldn't, but maybe it's a bit of better practice if you just put this like turn off further back. So this maybe train depot should have been a bit more to the left, and then you would have got more of a curve just before the bridge here, because this maybe could cause problems in the future. I don't know, I'm not an expert in laying tracks, but it makes sense though. Okay, so we're done there. So we need to buy a train. So what did it say? It said time to purchase a train to swallow up all those commuters. So once the depot has been constructed connected to the existing tracks, which is what we did now, that the train can reach the stations, the switch needed to connect the depot. Okay, coaches. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to choose a coach. Actually, a train, sorry, and then the carriages at the back. So we'll choose a Flying Scotsman. And we're going to add this one. Yeah, we could choose a couple of these. So we just click on buy, and you can buy again, so you can choose two. Doesn't really matter. And then like
click on the line icon in the window that has just appeared and select the line you have just created.
Thank you, kind gentleman. So basically, maybe we can remove, we can take his voice off, but he's fun. He's a fun guy. He's helping us along the way. So basically what we have to do is set a line like we did with the bus route. So line 2, and actually, there you go. I think that's another bug there. Line 2 hasn't actually specified the name I set. So if we go to line manager here, that didn't save either. Didn't it save? Let's try and change. Okay, just for argument's sake, I'm not going to change it just in case it does screw something up a bit. So I'll just leave it at that, but you get the picture of what I did before. So let's choose line 2. Like so, and then we're good to go. So train is coming out, boys. This is good. Here we go. Oh, look at that. The Flying Scotsman with our carriages. Can we jump into this now? I can't remember how to jump into the train. Can anyone help me jump into the train? Let me know if you remember how or you know the key to jump into the train. I'm sure there was something around here. Oh, here we go. There you go. We're in the train. How fun is that? Okay, so we've got to transport a bonus tile. You can transport another 10 passengers by train. Okay, so to be honest, there's no actual bus routes to here, so I don't think anyone's going to be waiting. Like nothing's waiting on either end. No, nothing's waiting. Nothing. Okay, so we'll just skip that. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We got it. There I'm back. You're finished passenger transport. I think we're going to leave it there for this video. I am going to release a video really pretty much straight after this one. And I'm going to... Let me just go to return to the main menu.
The city needs you. Make the regional economy blossom and ensure that your city experiences a veritable boom. Your logistical skill is the most powerful economic driving force far and wide. In this tutorial, you will supply a city with goods.
Okay, there you go. So that's for the next video. The next video is going to be transporting goods. I am going to release these two videos today, which is because you're watching it, is because I released it. And as soon as you've watched this one, I'm pretty sure that you're going to be seeing the other one as well. So hope you enjoyed this video, guys. hope you enjoy the transporting goods one that is following after this one. Hope you're enjoying Transport Fever in general. I think it's a great game. There's loads of things that maybe the guys at Urban Games need to include in upcoming updates. Fix certain bugs that I've seen. I've reported it to them. But anyway, yep, hope you like and enjoy the video. If you do, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you've got any questions or you want to see different features of the game, just leave in the comment section below and I'm sure that I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Anyway guys, thanks for watching and have fun.